Hello, good morning, everybody. I am Chloe, and this is Rise and Right, and I barely rose for this Rise and Right. I was having a dream. I don't know. I don't know if this is normal or not. If this is like a completely normal thing, or if I'm a freak. But like, if I am in the middle of dreaming when I wake up, it is a rough start for the day. Um, and to compound it like an idiot, Tuesday is grocery shopping day. That's like a me and Ken thing because Ken gets off work early on Tuesdays, but like Ken's not here right now. So I don't know, or like he's not here to go grocery shopping. So I don't know why I even thought this yesterday. Well, I'll just go tomorrow because tomorrow's grocery shopping day. I'm out of coffee. I've got enough to make this one cup that's in front of me. And Lord knows this is not a day for me to be out of coffee. So, this is the last known fake 5-hour energy in the house. I drink these when I had, a job, because my job started at 6 o'clock in the morning. And Lord knows there's not enough coffee in the world for 6 o'clock in the morning for me. So I'm going to drink this last 5-hour energy. This Thunder Energy Shot Extra Strength berry flavor. And then today we've got CB and we've got Courtney, who is once again rushing home from the gym. And you need to go grocery shopping because you've literally nothing to eat right now. I can get away with nothing to eat because we're definitely one of those houses where nothing to eat means, well, I don't want to eat any of this. But like, there's always, I'm a canner. So there's always loads of canned veggies and canned like soups and stews and stuff. So, but I need to go grocery shopping. And CB grocery shops online. I respect that. I've never used an online grocery service. I I worked in a grocery store, so it wasn't like it was ever that beneficial for me. And we grocery shop at Aldi, which I do think has an online service, but like Aldi is a real weird store. Every time you go in it, the selection is completely different. So I want to see it. That's just a me thing. I'm messing up on my camera. Oh my God, why are things different colors today? That is, I'm not on psychedelics. Twitch is just, I swear it's a different color than it usually is. That's okay. Let's see. I'm trying to read the little computer window and realize that I already have a solution for this. I just got to do that solution. Oh, CB, my Aldi just got online shopping within the past year. I don't know if y'all also go through Instacart or not, but I believe they have it through Instacart, but it's new. It's new since the pandemic, probably since like this summer. But I wouldn't trust anybody to go to Aldi for me. It's Aldi, it's weird. And hello, Tiara. Thank you for joining. Let's go ahead and do our first sprint, and I'll get some more coffee in me, and I'll get this 5-hour energy in me, and I'll get some of this breakfast in me, and hopefully that will perk me up for the rest of the show, or at least open my eyes. They look open right now, but they don't feel open. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and do... Okay, so CB does not have Instacart, so that would be why. That's like most of our online shopping. Now we've got some stores have their own in-house thing, but it all started with Instacart and then shipped for us. Okay, so we're gonna do just 10 minutes on this first sprint, and we'll probably be doing 20s after that because I'm by myself today. But let's go ahead and get this first 10 in, and we'll go from there. right. That was time. I ate some breakfast and I drank a little bit of coffee. I should have done more, but that's okay. And I just started editing. I didn't actually do anything though. I am under 48,000. And I don't think I've got that much story left to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've done 5 sections and I've got 4 to go. And I'm under 48,000. And like the areas that I thought, like, I don't know, most of y'all are regulars here. So most of y'all know I've been saying that there was like a lot of real negative stuff happening in the beginning of the book, like just like real moody stuff going on. There wasn't. I just didn't want any of it there. So that like little bit that was there seemed like it was the entire beginning. It was, oh, woe is me. It wasn't. So I don't know what's going to happen with this, but it's just going to be long. Per the conversation that I had yesterday on the Word Stitch show, it's just going to be long. And I'm going to label it as a novella, but that's going to be a lie and nobody's going to care. CB got 187. And I can never pronounce that properly because I grew up listening to gangster rap like most middle-class white children. 187. There we go. And Violet joined us. Welcome. So, yeah, I got that done. What's going on in my life right now? I don't know. Why do these... Oh, I had like 2 different numbers happening for a second. Like I've got StreamYard, which is what is putting all of this together. It's what's making me and the camera and all, or the timer and all that. So I've got it running on 2 different computers right now. It makes sense to go with it. But like for a second there, they did not agree on how many people were watching right now. And that just hurt my brain. Gosh. Quiet morning and sleepy brain. Courtney got 334 and made it home. Hopefully you made it home and then got 334. Unless you also do dictation, but I feel like we established yesterday that none of us do dictation because it doesn't work for most of us. I don't know. I'm constantly awed by people who can do dictation, but I think it's just like a different kind of person. And hey, Helene, thank you for joining. Yeah. So, gosh, I don't know what to talk about. I've already had my rant about time travel romance for this week. I did read a romance written by a man a couple days ago, and it was weird. I really didn't expect it to be weird. I picked it up specifically for that. Like somebody had asked in one of my writing groups or in one of my reader groups, I think it was, like my paranormal romance group. Somebody asked about paranormal romance written by men, and a couple suggestions were put up. This one had like really good reviews, and it was in Kindle Unlimited, so it was free for me, so that's always a perk. And it looked good from that first one. CB, absolutely ask a question because I'm on a ramble right now. But it was, I don't think, like, I have a lot of issues with this book, and I don't know if it's because it was written by a man or if it just was not like well executed. This author apparently normally writes like contemporary BDSM erotica. So I don't know if it's also because the book was coming more from that perspective, but I hated it. And it was like a really, really interesting plot. And like, I want to know what happens in it, but also it was so problematic. So yeah, I don't know. This does not mean I should never read a man writer again, or that I should judge them like and assume that they don't know how to write romance, because like it's one person. But it was just a really weird experience. He used the term rape very liberally, which like when I started reading it, I had forgotten. Like I downloaded it a couple months ago and then only just now started reading it. So by the time I started reading it, I had forgotten that it was a man who had written it. Um, and I was like, even before I remember that, I was really bothered by it. And I'm not a trigger person, but I just thought, man, this girl is like applying the rape word to a lot of things. Um, and then I remembered it was a man, and I was like, is this what men think women are? I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. Anyways, it's gonna be what my next blog post is about because I need to put stuff on my blog. So it's gonna be rambles about stuff like this. So CB's question. We'll talk about CB's question real quick and then we'll go to the next thread. CB has hinted at the physical relationship pretty much all the way through, but Tony is about to propose that I was thinking after Pepper says, yes, there should be more of the physical. Am I right? Or should I just keep hinting at it? So, CB, this is really all about what your readers want. So, if you are, if you think that your writers or your readers are expecting this to be like a slow burn where as things progress, as the romance progresses, the heat level progresses, then absolutely. But if you think your readers are there because they're expecting this to be a clean and wholesome Pepper and Tony story, then you don't want to do it. But absolutely, Courtney, you don't have to worry about my blog. My blog's a train wreck. But absolutely, if you think that your readers are there for that, then go for it. Because that's really, I mean, I guess it's personally your preference as well. But that is my thing with that. Like, if you want it, if you don't want it, that's fine. But if you're like ambivalent to it, then go for it. Should you keep it for after they get married? I don't feel like that is part of the values of either of those characters. Like that is a very specific value set. But if you want to save it for like the big finish that they're married and now they now things are consummated, then absolutely. I don't think you have to save it for that, but that's just my thoughts on it. I generally feel like I go by like what my readers expect me to do. So sometimes I do have to alter the heat level in my things to do with the reader. Well, so that, you know what, that's an interesting point though. Tony Stark is like a Blanche Devereaux incarnate. So it could be something that you kind of play at as they go, that like Pepper is making him wait just to like, have that little bit of control over somebody who is innately uncontrollable. So that's my thoughts on it. Um, So, oh, I see what you're saying. That he is like that old school sort of. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, there are some thoughts on it. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our next sprint. This is going to be for 20, and we'll play it by ear for the rest of the day. I will hopefully, I'm feeling a little peppier now. So, hopefully, I'm about to wake up. Okay. So, 20 minutes on the clock, and I will see you guys at 45 past. Okay. That is time on that sprint. Let me know how you did. I got distracted. But like work related distracted, writing related distracted. So I think it's okay. I finally got the paperback for Verity, which is the 4th book in the Demon series. I finally got the paperback set up, the like PDF for the paperback. And right off the bat, I messed up. Amazon, if you want proof copies of it, these guys that you get before it's actually available. I mean, you can get them whenever. It's funny because they're discounted, but not really because they're not Prime eligible. So if you have Amazon Prime, you really don't. You save like $1 by getting the proof copies that have this not for resale tag on it. Anyway, so to do it, you have to like put all of the information in for the book, like you're going to publish it. And then instead of hitting publish, you hit save, and then you back out and you order the proof copies, and then you publish whatever. Well, it's really easy to just accidentally hit that publish button instead of that save button because, you know, every single other time you hit that publish button, if you're doing like an ebook or whatever. So, or like if you're literally just now I adjusted prices on something. So then you hit the publish button. You hit publish for everything. So it's a reflex and it was bad. So I accidentally did that instead of ordering proof copies. Contacted Amazon. There's nothing that can be done. Thankfully, this is a book that came out a month ago, and it's not like I'm doing a big push for it right now. So I don't think anybody's going to be like scrabbling to buy it. So I was like, okay, but I still need this proof copy to see what I'm getting to make sure that I don't need to change anything with it. So I ordered that, and it's also like proof copies. It's really weird how they do them. You put in the order for them, and they contact you a few hours later to tell you that the book is ready, and now you have to pay for it. I don't know why they do it that way when that's not how, like the actual books, if you're ordering an actual paperback book on Amazon, it's a regular transaction like anything else. So I don't know why they do this with proof copies. I don't know. But I did that yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, and I just realized that I never got that message, and it's never been more than a couple hours. It even says on their site it's 4 hours. I feel like the longest I've ever had to wait was like 3, not even 4. So I just realized that like that never happened either. So, oh, hey, I have a raid coming in. As I'm in the middle of telling this real long story. Hello, Raiders. So anyways, to finish up that story, I ended up going onto Amazon and just flipping ordering the book like regular. And it ended up costing me, the proof copy would have been, I believe, $7.48, and just buying it, the regular copy of it, was $8.46. So it was 98 cents more, and I'll get it sooner. So woo! I don't know why this book has plagued me so much, but it's over and done with. It also meant that I had to up the prices of all the other books in the series because it is officially too expensive to print at the price that I had all the other books at. And I was like, you know what? I may as well raise the prices of everything else. So going back into comments, CB got 479 in that 20-minute sprint. Well done. Violet got 241 in that sprint. Helene got 188, and that's starting your day. I'm like, my day, I've edited like half a scene. You're fine, which is nothing for me. 597 from Courtney, and that's not in the zone. I love when Courtney says things like that. I'm like, ooh, 597 is really good. Oh, she's not even trying right now. That's okay. One day I'll be back to writing and I will challenge your numbers. And then we've got a raid coming. So from the Twitch side of things, we've got Kizix. I'm going to do my best to pronounce everybody's names. It's always more complicated when it's coming from Twitch, I think. But K Knight is here. Coffee Quills is here. Wait, I can never tell what these graphics are. I don't. Oh, it's a little raid thing. Ha. Okay. And Coffee Quills Waves. The Lady Writes has her little graphic going, which is like, I don't know. I feel like I have to guess at what everybody's graphics are because I'm not dug into Twitch that much. So it's definitely an animal with flowing hair happening is my guess. All of our books do belong to K-Night. That's fine. And Wispa Winston is here. Courtney and I need to swap. Oh, it's a lion. That makes so much sense why there is wispy hair going on. I don't know if I actually posted it, but there's the wispy hair. So Courtney would rather be editing. So apparently Courtney and I need to be swapsies right now. Because I would rather be writing, but something I actually want to write because it's been a minute on that. Let's go ahead and do our next sprint, y'all. We are doing 20-minute sprints today, at least for now, until my body is like, screw all of this. So we're going to go for 20 minutes, and it is 51 past. So I'll see you guys at 11 past. Okay, that was time. Again, I have no idea what my progress is. I'm not deleting words right now. In fact, right now, I'm probably adding as many as I'm deleting. But I did. And for those of you who are just now joining, I'm trying to crunch a novel into a novella. It's 53,000 words, or it was at its rough draft 53,000 words, and I wanted it to be more like 35,000 words. It's not going well. I'm down under 48. I've deleted 5,000, which is good, but there just wasn't as much wiggle room in this as I thought. But during that sprint, I found a continuity error, which makes me happy because if I find it, then I can get rid of it. So we just had Olivera join us. Welcome. And Violet got 279. And Helene got 236 and got over a kind of hard scene. She thinks she'll be able to progress a bit faster now. That is fantastic. I love those moments. I certainly have had my fair share of scenes that I can't get through. And it's funny because, I'm sure it's not at all unusual that as a published author, I'm also sitting on like a dozen half-finished manuscripts. And with what I work on now, I just push through those hard scenes. I just force myself to get through it. I have to get it done. I've got a deadline. I have to get this book done. But when I pick up those older manuscripts, I have some that I still think that I can publish, that I can, finish up and get out there. Every once in a while, I'll come across this like little bit of highlighted words that's like, I hate writing this scene. I'm going to move on. And I'm like, oh, I wish I had that luxury now that I had 5 years ago, because 5 years ago, I would never have been able to get away with doing something like that and having everything work out. CB got 367. That is fantastic. And Olivera is here working their day job. Yeah, thanks for joining. And obviously, whatever you're doing, go, it's all productivity. Oh, I said the same thing. It is still productivity. I mean, some of us are here as their day jobs, right? Like, this is my day job, what you're seeing right now. That's why you get to see me so much, because this is what I do. So, absolutely. And Courtney got 621, another fantastic sprint. Thank you for joining, TR Howard. I run sprints. I do these sprints in the mornings. I do these sprints. So these are the sprints that I do on both YouTube and on Twitch. So they are silent stream, silent. Oh God, I can't speak right now. It's okay. These are silent sprints. The stuff that is just Twitch, I do have some music playing and I'm actually showing what I'm doing. So I do both kinds of sprints. But I kind of have gotten myself into this situation where I really cannot produce unless I'm sprinting. I'm better with editing. I can kind of edit whenever, but I literally cannot write words unless there is a clock yelling at me to write words. So here I am. Courtney's words are not working right now. So she is switching to other productivity. I will be writing a blog post at some point today on the romance novel that I wrote that I read that was written by a man. So I will be doing other forms of productivity as well today. I'll be quilting today too. I got like very much in the groove of quilting for a while, and then I don't know what happened. Oh, I believe the baby returned is what happened. And that just like squelched any drive for me to leave this room and go to my craft room over there. So there's no baby here now. I don't know when the baby is going to be back. The baby might not be back for a while, which I love. And in the meantime, I really need to get finished. I've got like this stack of either top quilts or partially quilted top quilts that I need to get done. So that is the other side of my life, my ultra exciting life as a romance writer and a quilter and a novice baker. Oh my God. Okay, really quick before we go to the next sprint, we're going to do another sprint in just a minute, but I I need to show you something on my phone in case you're like, why is she picking up her phone in the middle of telling a story? On an impulse the other day, because I've been struggling attempting to bake, and I was like, I need some better motivation and I need something that is filmable. Oh, and I'm going to be doing Bob Ross stuff. Anyways, um, I bought this. Oh God, you can't see it. It's the Great British Bake Off. It's one of their cookbooks. So I'm going to be doing this over the next few months and see if I can improve my baking by following their recipes. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's do our next sprint. Oh, and Violet is not even writing the story. She's editing as she goes along, starting the day with some editing and then writing once I fix it. I don't edit as I go. I don't personally like, for me, I don't think it's a good strategy, but I know plenty of authors who do edit as they go. So absolutely. I have a feeling Courtney is the same way as me. I write the entire manuscript front to back, depending on which way you're looking. And then I do edit. I very rarely do anything unless like there's a continuity error that I know I need to fix. So yeah, so but like absolutely editing as you go is a valid technique. Just not, it's not something that works for me. I'll never get anything written if I try to edit as I go. Okay. So we are going to sprint for the next 20 minutes. It is 9:19 in Atlanta. So I will see you guys at 9:39. Okay, we are half back. I don't know what happened. As I mentioned earlier, this is being broadcast via StreamYard, which StreamYard then sends it to both Twitch and YouTube. So that's why I use this for a lot of these streams. Anything that's going to YouTube, I use StreamYard for, because if I'm gaming and I need more windows than what StreamYard will give me. But that's why I don't use StreamYard when I'm gaming, and why those ones only go to Twitch. Because for that, I need to use OBS, and OBS only allows you to broadcast to one. There are like hacks around it, but like I suck at all of this stuff. So I do know that there are ways to do it. They are above my skill set. I'm having issues dual boxing. I fight dual boxing every day. So if I can't do that, I'm certainly not going to try anything more. Anyway, but for this, StreamYard is sending it to both. So I don't know why that stream stopped. I went to send that message, and as I did, I noticed that my viewer count had dropped quite a bit, and I thought, well, that's weird. And so I popped over to Twitch, and that stream had ended. It said 0 viewers, and I was like, where'd everybody go? Did everybody hate me? No, the stream had just like gone. And I feel bad because like every single time, like I'm working a lot harder to grow Twitch than I am YouTube, because I think I'm at like 200 now, which is great. I have my viewership on YouTube. I'm not talking to an empty room, and it's great. I love all of you. I would like that to also be the case on Twitch. So like every time I get a raid, I'm really excited because I get a couple new viewers, and then dumb shit like that happens. So as Vera said, yes, that did go kind of fast. Helene got 313 and frustrated searching for the fire sound word. And no, I get it. Like those were not the words you were looking for. And unfortunately, I can't think of a word for that. Like I feel like I would have to go into the manuscript of Backdraft or something for that word. Because it's like explosion or igniting in my head, and I'm sure that there is a word that is better than whoosh. I don't know what it is. If any of you missed this, what's going on is Helene is looking for the word for the sound that fire makes when like a house is lit on fire. And I don't have in my brain a word for that. There probably is, and it's just not coming to me either. Shadow has suggested roaring. I don't think you've announced that you were here already. Good morning, Shadow. Oh, and also roars. Yeah, I immediately was thinking like bonfire. Bonfires crackle. And good morning, John. Thank you for joining. We do have one more sprint today that we'll get to in just a minute. I haven't gotten anything done on these sprints. Some of it, or like I haven't been making the progress that I want. I found another continuity error, and now I'm sad because I think I have to get rid of something that's really funny. As I was starting this edit, the first time I came, so this is my main character is visiting all of the princes of hell. There are 6 princes of hell. 7, but one of them is dead. And there's not a new one yet. But anyway, so he's visiting all of the princes. And when I started reading for this edit, I thought I had remembered him curtsying, because I have it that in hell, it's an insult to point your horns at somebody. It's an act of aggression. So wouldn't it be really funny if all of these demons were curtsying for the princes? And then when I started reading it, that's not what was going on. Well, now I just came across a part where he was curtsying. So apparently I just like forgot that was like I changed in the middle of writing this and then forgot to leave a note for myself or anything. Anyway, as I'm reading this, the first time he does anything, which is taking a knee, it's for the Prince of Lust. And there is a joke about how like nobody wants to take a knee for the Prince of Lust because, shenanigans might happen because of Prince of Lust. And now I've got to get rid of one of these jokes. And I feel like it's got to be the curtsy, but man, I don't want to get rid of the curtsy because it's hilarious in my brain. Anyways, this is the sort of continuity errors that I deal with. I did also have a good laugh with this one though, because I forgot that the Prince of Lust was modeled after Jabba the Hutt, or technically in the story, Jabba the Hutt is modeled after the Prince of Sloth. Did I say Prince of Sloth both times? It's the Prince of Sloth, not the Prince of Lust for the Jabba thing. I don't know what I said the first time, but anyways, it turns out that there's a lot of demons in the film industry. Okay, so Courtney wants me to keep the curtsy, so I'm just gonna have to do like a rough edit to get that in. I love the curtsy concept. I love and like this character that's doing it. He's got these like gigantic razor sharp horns that it would absolutely be an act of aggression if he ducked his head down. So I'm gonna see if I can force that curtsy. Anyways, it is time for our last sprint. It is 9:46, so it's going to take us to 10:06. And that is going to end up being everything for this morning. I'm positive I will. Okay, everybody wants the curtsy to stay, so I'll make that stay. I can make that work. I don't even have anything like that happening with the first print, so I'm just going to add words because at this point I've given up on getting that 35K word count. But anyways, I'll be back later today on Twitch, and today is Thursday. I'll be on Twitch later today, and I'll be on Twitch earlier tomorrow. And then my next show is tomorrow at 8 p.m. on my YouTube channel, which is the only channel I'm talking to right now because of StreamYard. That's okay. So I'll see you guys at 20 minutes. Okay, so the good news there is I didn't add any words today, even though like I just went through, and thankfully, the way that this book is organized, it was really easy to find those places where I had to include a curtsy. So the curtsies have been added. They're really easy to find, thankfully. And I am still under 48,000. I'm not nearly as under 48,000 as I want to be, but I didn't add words, and I'm going to accept that as the win for today. And not the dread that I think that I've just hit the point where I knew things were running too long. And I have a feeling it's going to be a lot leaner and there's going to be a lot less to cut. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not traditionally published. There's absolutely no reason I have to conform to workout goals. I just got to make sure that the story is not too long for what the story is. Okay. Helene got 317. Fantastic. This was everything for this morning. Violet added 6 words, but she is doing editing right now. So unless your goal is to cut words, you are doing great. And oh no, Courtney only slightly failed her bio test. I do not miss those days, even though I was fully planning on going back to college. Like next, I would have been now. Actually, I would have been starting college now if everything hadn't been flipped upside down. Anyways, so, and John edited 5 pages, lost about 10 words, but the result is a better chapter. Yay! That's the important thing. Unless like there is a reason to be aiming for getting your word count down. That's absolutely not a goal to do. I just knew for me that I wanted this to be shorter so that it fit in the 0.5 structure that I wanted it to be. It was really just a personal thing. So thank you guys all for coming. And again, I will be around later today and also tomorrow during the day on Twitch to do some gaming right. And I'll be on tomorrow evening on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern for the night right. If evening is not your thing, Thursday I'll be on here at 10 a.m. and Friday I'll be on here at 8 a.m. for morning sprints. So I hope to see you guys again soon. Have a great day and go get some work done.